What's up, guys? Welcome to Villa de Balbianello. I arrived at the train station, got on the C10 bus, figured out what exit to get off, and arrived here at the walking path, which is the kilometer long to the villa. It's an uphill hike on the tip of a small wooded peninsula, apparently with bamboo as well, on the southwestern shores of Lake Como. Most people think that the villa is only accessible through a taxi boat, but as you can see, wrong. We're gonna get there through hiking this path. You have to get tickets to enter, and to walk the gardens, I don't think sells out, but definitely the villa tours do. So I bought the garden ticket. Luckily, there was an opening when I arrived for the villas, so I just had to pay the difference. The villa tours are available in Italian and English. Mine's in English and starts in 45 minutes, so I'm going to check out the gardens in the meantime. The reason why I always wanted to come here is because one of my favorite movies was filmed right here. More about that later. Villa Balbianello was built at the end of the 18th century on the site of an ancient monastery. And over the years, it changed hands many times. The last owner was a famous entrepreneur and explorer, Guido Manzino. Through all of his many expeditions, he acquired a lot of priceless artifacts, which he stored here in his villa. We're gonna go check those out, I'm sure, when we take the tour. He lived here from 1974 until he died in 1988. When he died, he left the National Trust of Italy, the villa. So now it kind of acts like a national park where people can come and visit, check out the villa, and also plan weddings and different events here. This is the famous part of the villa because it's in James Bond's Casino Royale movie. It takes place right here. Now over there, in front of that tree, is another very famous movie shot was there. We'll go check it out in a minute. And if you arrive here by taxi boat, there's the docks down below right there. Now one thing you'll notice all over, there's tons of women just snapping off glamour shots like you wouldn't believe, everywhere you look. And a lot of people just in general are coming here just dressed the best they can. I mean, this is where you live if you're a huge baller, right? Balbianello, or otherwise known as Naboo in Star Wars. Here's the scene. Of course, it's where Anakin and Padme get married. If you're a fan, you know. Lake Como is often described as one of the most beautiful and romantic places in the world. Well, it looks like it's getting about that time to go take my tour of the villa. The previous owner, Count Guido Manzino, was an Italian mountaineer, climber, and explorer. He traveled the whole world. Through his travels and expeditions, he collected all these artifacts, effectively turning his home into a priceless museum.
Made of the same material. This is pink marble from Paros, Greece, and they date back to 2,700 years BC. So they're almost 5,000 years old. Then we have another mask. So they were smiling just because they used to be dragged.
I think this mask is made out of pure jade. Looks to me like America's pre-Columbian.
No nails, no metallic pieces, just many pieces of only wood, all put together like this. As you can see, it's self-supported because it only touches the ceiling, it doesn't even touch the wall. So very, very rare, but don't worry because it's also very solid and safe. No worries. I have people who are afraid to go up. No worries. You hear. Remember that he said everything up like this. So that's much more impressive. So he created the two museums. This is called.
Manzino led expeditions to the North Pole and the first Italian expedition to Mount Everest.
1973, and everything you see underneath the countries.
Here's one of the sleds that they used to get to the North Pole.
We have Canada, USA.
And here's some of the equipment they used when they were climbing Everest.
It was a gift from the Pope for the sixth, yes, because used to do a lot of charity.
A lot of the bedrooms here are English or French antiquities from the 17th and 18th centuries.
And so on.
He owns so many of these glass paintings, which are very, very rare and very, very hard to make. The artist literally has to paint from behind the glass in a backwards order to complete the painting.
So this room is the breakfast room, but if you look at the shape of the ceiling, we are actually inside of the church from the old monastery. So on the sides, you can see the two bell towers. Inside of that one,
What an incredible tour. I guess now it's time to get back into town and go find my bus and get back to Milan. Just walk in the town a little bit. This place is so big. I mean, you would need, it seems like it'd be rad to stay here a month or something. Absolutely beautiful. I found my bus stop, but you have to stop and find a ticket, which are usually sold by little cigar stores or little convenience stores nearby. Lake Como's so cool, half the fun is just sitting front row in the bus and watching the scenery go by. I'm heading back to my buddy Ronnie's house. Remember, him and Bobby took off, so I'll have his place in Milan all to myself. Gonna use a couple days to relax and catch up on some videos. But get ready for the next adventure, guys. We're gonna go to Pisa and Florence. In the meantime, here's a couple other videos you guys should definitely check out. See you on the next one.